Right, sports fans, so we are into episode 3 now. Our Cape Town video we're going to just chuck up at some point once me and Jake can get our heads together. So yeah, since London EMEA race, I was pretty happy with it, but it's a lot of work to do. So we've got 11 weeks to World Champs. Since the EMEA race in the Elites with Charlie, I've had the Celtex race, which was the weekend just gone. New race format, 7 runs, 7 stations in a doubles racing style. So they're not doing the solos in that one. So it's a good opportunity for myself. And I did the doubles with Ben Sutherland, who at the minute is probably one of the best runners in the fitness space at the minute. So it was nice to kind of trial out, see where I'm at with my running, start the stations. He would finish the stations, and I could just chat to him about where he thought I could improve in the running stuff. And he said, not a million miles off, but there is still that kind of gap that I need to close down. So training's been going really well. I've got a 10K race this Sunday. So having a full training week leading into it, gonna have a nice race effort on Sunday, see how that goes. I'm hoping from my previous 10K race, that was just over 36 minutes, which is around a 3:38 kilometre. So I want to see if I can start knocking on the 3:30s / below. Course dependent, I think it's pretty flat, but might be quite a few hairpin turns on that one. So the previous one was quite hilly, so we'll see how that works out. But running is feeling a lot better than it was when I previously did that 10K. So yeah, excited to get that in. And then the main thing is next weekend over in Warsaw, I'm not going to be competing in the elites. I'm doing the age group solo race, and then I'm racing with Travis, who's back here doing his session in the double. So we're trying to start getting some points for the following season. So he'll be able to go through during this video as well what he's doing. He's got a great little coaching community called Summit Mentality, which he'll talk about. Running backyard ultras and doing all that kind of cool stuff. But we're going to have a big push on High Rocks doubles for next season. So yeah, getting a bit of training in this week. He's staying at mine. And then we've got Jamie, who's really managing the coaching side of things to allow me to put a bit more time and effort into my training as the volume is really picking up leading into World Champs, which doesn't leave me with much time to work on the business. So we're working really well together. He's been smashing out some great work for me. So yeah, excited for you guys to see this video. It's pretty much same old now for the next 11 weeks. Just a lot of training, really tuning in on the running, and yeah, excited to see what these boys say.
I'm Jamie. I'm Ollie's younger brother and also coaching with RPT, Russell Performance Training. Yeah, he's moving really well at the moment. I think he maybe had a few races that maybe knocked his confidence back, or maybe he doubted his sort of ability. But so he's been putting in like a really solid training block, especially leading into Worlds, but going into Warsaw now, and he's hitting a 10K on Sunday. I think he's quite excited to see where he's at, and then it's full steam ahead for Worlds.
Strength session 3 of the week. Currently doing a 3 full bodies. They got a bit of a different theme to it. So strength session 1, doing a bit more like Olympic lifting with like a speed metcon in there. So just trying to get some like real good power on some certain stations. Strength session 2 is in and around kind of like basic strength, so a little bit more on the higher rep scheme with like 3 to 5 reps, chucking in like a heavy metcon in there, strongman style. So this week me and Trav went for some like just heavy work on the sled pull, just working together on our transition as well. And then strength session 3 is a bit more hypertrophy and endurance. So we've just done a couple sets on the trap bar, 8 reps, just trying to get up as heavy as I can through a few more repetitions. Not trying to completely crucify myself because we're quite late into the season now and I don't want to be getting that kind of DOMS feeling. But that's the only piece to the strength for today, and then we're going to go through a bit more of a flow kind of Metcon. So every 2 minutes on the minute times 5. We've got 3 little parts to it. First bit will be sled push. It's not full hammer, just want to get the weight up, get practicing, get the muscles used to that movement. Once I've gone through 5 rounds of that, it will be every 2 minutes on the minute. Sled pull, again, just get practicing with the technique on that, get the muscles that are going to be used. And then right at the end, every 2 minutes on the minute times 5 again. We're going to go for the wall balls. Probably just practicing either with a 12 or 9. I'll see how I'm feeling after these 2. Most likely just keep it at 9 kilo for that. Just practicing technique. I don't really want to be smashing into threshold with this. It's more awareness of the movements than anything, because I've got my first pro solo race next weekend at Warsaw, which I've not done for quite a while, so I just want to get practicing with that. I've had a lot of hard sessions this week, so the idea of this one isn't to completely thrash myself. I've got plenty of time to do that in other key sessions, so this is just getting familiar with the movements.
I've been staying with Ollie now for the past, what are we on Friday? 4 days. Just wanted to get some training in. We've got a pro doubles next week in Warsaw that we're going to crack together straight after Ollie's pro solo. For the past season, we done Manchester together back in January. We feel like we're a good partnership to go ahead with all the new point system. So now it's all about trying to crack loads of pro doubles together, rack up the points, ready for next season in the elite and the majors. Now they're brought in the D1. Aim for the D1, go straight into the elites is the goal. For me, it was before kind of partnering with Ollie as a doubles partnership. For me, it was all about trying to become relay specific, try and be the best in the world at the relays. So my burpees and my wall balls were top tier. I feel like I'm now there, and now it's time to kind of hit new goals ready for next season, and that being the pro doubles, hitting the elites with Ollie. So far the season's been good, qualified for Worlds with Jamie George in the pro doubles, ready to go hit that as well in Stockholm. And then all guns blazing from next weekend in Warsaw until end of next season when we're in the elites for Worlds.
Cool, right, so coming to the end of the video, what we've got done is just our first session. We've got a couple little bits to get in for the rest of the day. Potentially jumping on the rower, definitely getting in the bike now the weather's getting a bit better. So me and Trav will go do a couple hours on that later this afternoon. If I've got a bit of time to get on the rower, we'll do that. Don't want to be doing too much this week because I do have a big 10k effort on Sunday, so just don't want to be burning too many matches. And then next week we'll be slightly tapering down towards Warsaw. After Warsaw, I've got the pro solos out there on the Friday, pro doubles on the Saturday, and then my next race after that is going to be potentially Lisbon with Trav, just to start trying to crack some points. That's a question mark at the minute. And then I've got Helsinki pro solo as well. They're just kind of races thrown in there to get a bit more intensity in, see where I'm at on the build up to world champs, with the main peaking effort and race to be world champs in Stockholm with Charlie. So yeah, looking forward to having a crack at some of these races solo. Not done a race like that since Madrid, which was about a month before Melbourne, where me and Charlie qualified originally. So yeah, lots to get done. Enjoying the running training. I've dropped quite a bit of weight recently, so I've gone from like 87 kilos down to like 84, 85. For me, that's quite big. I don't really want to be going any lighter because that's when the sleds and stuff start to get a little bit more challenging. So I kind of enjoying being at that weight, feel a lot leaner, and yeah, the running is definitely feeling better in and around 84, 85 kilo. So yeah, appreciate you watching the video. Like, subscribe, and yeah, look forward to cracking out the next video. Woof.